Hey guys, thanks for checking in. This is John D. Escu. Some of you have been asking me for more instructional videos of my work, so I've decided to go through all the tattoos I did on fake skin starting January of 2021 and explain what I did wrong and what I could have done better. So if you're starting tattooing right now, who knows, maybe you could learn something from my mistakes. So if you guys find these new series of videos helpful, you can support me with a like, share, and that lovely subscribe button. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment sections below. So let's start the series with the first ever tattoos I did on fake skin in between month 1 and 3. First one, horrible stuff. This has been my first ever attempt of tattooing on fake skin. I had no clue as to what type of fake skin to use, so I just picked up what I found random online. Later I would find out how bad the skin really was. Trust me, it sucked. But I started lining and just seeing how the machine would feel in my hand and just go crazy with it. Ah yes, classic, the rose, like any respectful tattoo artist. I continued with this one as I drew it by hand and used a 5-round liner. I did not have any direction or certain purpose with this because I was not handling the tattoo machine that well. I was simply being accustomed with more thinner pencils that I used to draw with, so I was pulling the lines really fast here, and you can see just how horrible they came out. So just take it slow, guys. Don't hurry, don't rush it. Now this one was the first applied stencil. I did not know how to apply it, so I just went crazy with it, and as you can see I had to freehand the bottom part because the stencil didn't end up as well as I wanted to. Now if you guys are interested in a video on how to apply stencils on fake skin, trust me, I learned how to do it by now, so just let me know and maybe I'll do a video with that. Here I realized that if I push the needle deeper, I can pack color better, but it was also cutting the skin, and that worried me a lot at that time, and it started to mess with me really bad. I began learning how important are straight and clean lines, and having Slipknot as one of my all-time favorite bands, I tried on doing the logo. Really bad attempt of course, but when it was done I just decided to fill up the entire skin, just go crazy and line some more. And I remember this one taking me about 3 hours to do, and it was really exhausting. So the lines were really bad, and this made me focus more on clean lining. Now this one was my first ever shading attempt. Horrible of course. I freehanded the shading because at that time I felt that I needed to just learn how to apply the stencil better, and it more bothered me than helped me. So as you can see here, I was cutting the skin real bad because I was pressing the needle too hard, and at that point I knew that was something wrong with the cheap skin, low quality, and I have already ordered some new ones. So yeah, just watch out for what kind of fake skin you guys order. Of course, real skin is the best one at this point, but I had no idea back then. Of course, I had to try an alphabet. Horrible, bad lining, bad shading. Let's just get this over with. This is a hand that I drew myself and used the drawing through a stencil machine. The low quality of the skin was bothering me a lot at that point, but the good thing is that it taught me more self-control on the needle depth, so that was not that bad. The tattoo is though. Ah, the classic scorpion. So at this point I started noticing a slight improvement in my lining because also I managed not to cut the skin anymore, so that was a huge achievement at that point. Japanese style tattoos, really nice. I really love the style of tattooing, and unfortunately I went too deep here, sliced the skin up again, and also the fish didn't come out that well, so this one was a really bad one. Again, skin was horrible. I cut through it again, sucked. This was also the first time I used a shader needle, and this is also the last tattoo I did on this horrible fake skin, so thank God I was over with. Hope you guys learned something from this. Don't buy whatever skin you can find, research it, go for the real skin. That's the best one ever. Finally I got my new skin. This was awesome. I also got some round magnum needles here, so As you can see, lining still needed work, but I was loving the skin. I was loving that I had more control on it, and I started to better understand shading. This was awesome. Ah yes, the McDonald's tattoo. At this time I was really happy with this one. Just lining and filling it up, it was fun to do. As you can see up there near the eyebrow, I forgot to fill a spot, but hey, I just left it like that. Yeah, really not that interesting, but just fun to do all around. So I drew this head by myself and worked on some shading with some color that I had left. Overall, not that good packed. I was starting to be more interested in just doing black and gray at that point, but hey, I just wanted to have some fun with color. This one is actually quite of a sad story. This was a massive Spartan tattoo that I applied the stencil for it really well, but then I quickly realized I was actually not ready for it. It was way above my skill level. So take notice, guys, don't rush into a huge project. Start with small things, clear things, go with the lines. There's gonna be time for everything. Don't rush it. I hate this one. I'm looking at it and I'm like, ugh, I can't even see it. This was more to understand how deep I have to push the needle in order to get smooth shading. Another Japanese style tattoo. In this I used a 3 liner for the first time ever to pull those small red lines. The color packing still wasn't that good, and I believe that at this point I was really starting to focus more on black and gray and losing interest in color. This one, self-explanatory, just lines, pack them up, nothing fancy but excellent practice. Do things like this. So guys, thank you so much for watching this till the end. I will be wrapping it up right now, otherwise the video would have been too long, and I know how fast you guys get bored. Part 2 of these first months will be uploaded soon, so make sure to subscribe, share, and show some love. Don't forget guys, work hard, play harder, and practice all day. And I know I intentionally said McDonald's instead of KFC, don't go crazy in the comments.